Just taking a picture of my little reward from this morning. It weren't bad, 20 minutes ago. Bosh. So you join me at Lovelace in Beverston, Ashford. It's a swim book venue. We've got just over 24 hours. Pretty much got late to ourselves. I say we, it's me and James, the cameraman. We've had a good walk round. There's nothing to go on. It's winter, looking for fish. It's probably key, but we've seen nothing really to go on now. So I spoke to the other angler. He's given me a few tips and tricks of where the fish are generally. Fish here a lot. And I did do a night last year, but that was the summer, so something completely different. But we're here, got a nice bit of open water, good margin, good snaggy island, so we've got 3 areas that I can cover well. Bucket's in the swim, not sure anyone else is booked on, but I'm going to get the stuff out of the van and catch up with you in a bit. Everyone thinks the dream is to go fishing every day and be an angler, and you know, oh, you're living your best life. People don't realise how hard and stressful it is, because you've got to come on a day ticket water in the middle of winter with the weather is not great, and you've got to perform. You've got to catch a fish because you've got to make a video and content. It's not that easy. Not that easy.
That's true.
It's not that easy.
It's not that easy.
They're like, oh, you living the dream, mate. You're not living the dream. It's not always a dream.
They say to me, oh, you're always out fishing. I'm like, no, I think I spend most of my time editing.
Yeah.
And working really hard to try and make a video.
We all love fishing.
Yeah.
And being out on the bank, don't get me wrong, this is our office for the next 24 hours. It's not a bad office, I get that. But if we don't catch, this potentially is all worthless, pointless, and a waste of time. And then we've got to come back next week and try and do it again. And do it again and do it again. And then you've got to sit there and go through all this to see if we can make anything out of it. But look, brand new set of buzzers, courtesy of New Direction Tackle. Little plug there. So new gadgets to play with. Although I think I forgot my receiver, so we won't be playing too much with them. Absolute nodding. Absolute nodding. So that's it, the rods are finally out. It's taken a little bit longer than I wanted to, but 3 rods are out. Still no signs of fish, but this is winter fishing. We've had a good lap of the lake. I wanted to see some fish moving, potentially some grouped up somewhere, just a sign, a little bit of fizzing, anything, but there's nothing to go on. They are not showing themselves. So what do I do in that instance? I've gone to my default setting, and that is gamble where the fish are going to be or where they're holding up, and go with a rig or presentation that works for me wherever I go and whatever I've done. So the Ronnie rig with a yellow pop-up is something I always go to, always my go-to. So I've put that in an area where I think the fish are going to be grouping up or coming around to, and a solid bag. I've done so well on a solid bag recently with a little test product that we're using, a little corn toppers. Solid bag, well glued up as well. It worked for me at a recent trip I've done at Coking Farm. So I've pressed that default setting again. but we're moving into early afternoon. I've got a few product bits to do, but all we can do is wait. I'm not going to chase anything around. If a fish shows itself, we'll react. If it doesn't, then we'll sit, we'll wait and play the patient game. So that's our first catch up. Hopefully we'll have something to show you later. If not, we'll have a catch up later on today. Well, as you can see, daylight is fading, and these winter nights, yeah, it's getting colder. It's not that great, it's not that pleasant, but the rods are out. We haven't really made any changes. Sort of sticking to my guns. Nothing showed itself. So I suppose really I can only go on what I sort of know or learn over the years in fishing. Now stick to your guns, find your spots, present a bait, present a rig that you're confident in, and play the waiting game at this point. Unless something shows itself, we will sit up for a little bit tonight, see if anything shows, bounces out, gives us a sign, something to go on. But at the moment, we're going to stick to our guns. We're going to go into the night, still confident to catch a bite, and we'll see what it brings.
I completely missed that bit.
Thank God. Just a bit of danger there. Just cooking some bangers and nearly flipped the bench over and the sausages. Yeah, it's winter. I'm cold. A little bit bored. So, gonna cook an early dinner. It's not even 5 o'clock yet. I'm not cooking sausages, but probably be in bed by 6. For all you vegans out there, pork sausages. This is going to be the highlight of winter fishing. Cooking sausages. Time to go home yet.
We've got to fill it for some kind of content.
Cooking sausages. Oh, come over here. See my little Joff. My little Joff. It's my lucky mascot, but I don't want to put him on my rods, so he's not so lucky. He's staying out now, but it's going to get cold, so he needs to get in the bib with me.
Morning, boss. You got anything?
Just taking a picture of my little reward from this morning. It weren't bad, 20 minutes ago. Bosh.
Ooh, we're gonna see it.
We're gonna see it. It's not a bad fish for a winter session on a lake that we haven't seen a fish, haven't heard a fish, seen no signs of fish. So that was a little bit out of the blue. I was confident we would catch, and we said about putting the right bait in the right place, etc, etc, but it turned out to be a roaming solid bag that went off. But listen, a bite's a bite. it's a good 20 in there. So we'll get it weighed up and we'll come back to you and show you what it's all about. There we go. There's our prize for being patient. Winter tactics paid off. Solid bag, the good old spice corn with a bit of glug ejected in it, into an open spot, fishing off a gravel bed. This went off literally just as it was getting daylight. Unfortunately, Joe didn't get time to get the camera out. He had to help me because this was running me all around the place. Into the island snag, left down the snag, right down the snag. At one point we thought we was going to lose it, but there it is, we got it. 27 pounds of winter mirror. Buzzing for that one, absolutely buzzing. The rods are still out, I'm not sure we're going to get a bite. We've got about 20 minutes left, so we're probably going to wrap things up. But what a finish. If you like what you see, hit subscribe, follow our content, and we'll see you in the next video.